عندي 106 سنين 106 سنين الحمد لله.
Welcome to Meet Us on the Abraham Path. I'm Anisa Mehdi, Executive Director of the Abraham Path Initiative. Thanks for tuning in today. The figure of Abraham is an ethical model for us at the Abraham Path Initiative. It's said that he and his family walked from Mesopotamia to the Mediterranean, showering hospitality and kindness on the strangers they met along the way. And people in that region still do that today. The Abraham Path Initiative, or API, shines light on that culture of hospitality throughout the region of Southwest Asia, which you can see on the map. We promote walking to experience that welcome and as a tool for intercultural opportunities and fostering friendships across the challenging divides of our times. Since 2007, API has worked with partners in Turkey, in Jordan, in Palestine, in the Kurdish region of northern Iraq. And we've done work to build over 1,000 miles of walking trail and to instruct and certify dozens of guides and homestay hosts. We're proving to thousands of internationals that the Middle East is a place of hospitality. The story of Abraham stretches also into the Arabian Peninsula, where Abraham, or Ibrahim in Arabic, Kurdish, Turkish, and other languages, where Ibrahim's story is the central drama of the Hajj pilgrimage. Joining us today from her home in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, is Salwa Bint Hamad Al Qunaibet, a business owner, a tour operator, and an adventurer. Salwa, welcome to Meet Us on the Abraham Path. Hi.
Hi, welcome.
In Arabic.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam. So good to see you.
Thank you.
Salwa, you identify yourself as a person that used to work in the government in statistics, and as a woman who set aside her profession to be a mother, and then who, once your children were born, went back and returned to the professional world. That's a trajectory, that's a journey a lot of women I know have made. And I worked part-time during that raising my children period.
Yeah.
You know what? Why did you choose tourism when you returned to the professional world?
Hello. Really, sometimes you don't know why you choose it, but at the end you discover that your passion is pushing you there. Since I am kids, I like to read. I like to travel with my dreams. And as a girl, live in the desert with my family in the Najd area, whereas Riyadh, and all the time we go to the desert. So I'm connected live with that family with big number. We have camp all the time. So you all the time with group, and your life will open. I live in an extended house with my granny, with my auntie. I don't live in a small house. So I like big what you call community. And when I retire, then I find my small family. I would like to really to be in that. And I find myself with others, to discovering, to traveling, to sharing, and I find that this is me. I try to do something else when I retire, but I'm not successful with that. Then I was engaged with the tourism, and I work with it now 11 years. It's here.
Well, it also gives you a chance to share your great love for your nation.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You call yourself a daughter of the desert, and you talked about
Yes. I told them I am Bedouin's lady. I find myself with the desert. I like to sit in the sand dunes. I remember the beautiful poets that was written 100 years ago by Arab poetry, like Antar bin Shaddad and his lover Abla, and Imru al-Qais, how he discovered his horse. Lovely things. If you just hear these poets, you just like walking in a tour and discover this area. And you want to go to see it because you read this poet and it's in Arabic, the pure good Arabic. Sometimes I need dictionary to understand it, and I need a map to find the place. And we are lucky these days. There is many professional people start to put videos, start to put a program in the TV, and following this path, this stepping this what you call location, and explain it and represent it for us and for our community, which is very nice. Yeah.
Why is
That
it
is
important? Why is it important to you that people see Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, because for important things, as you mentioned before, it is the land of hospitality and the land where is many of prophets and messenger was living with us. So in this area, we was gathered with that. We never been, yeah, I mean, with one community, with these prophets and these messengers, not anyone, we was with them. And and the interact with people from 100,000 years ago, of course, in some time was closed also Arabia or the middle of the Arabian Peninsula, because the struggle of there's not enough source of food, and people left, traveling, immigrate to the west, east, north. I would like them to come back and really find the roots and find how it is that it's not fair just to say, okay, this is only Bedouins or petrol. No, you come and share with us. Your roots were here, your stories was here. You could find ruins of Thamudic 10,000 years ago. You could find ruins or things for the time when all the peninsula was covered with water. You find the shark teeth. You find something which is the time, Juristic time. That's before people live in this area. So
Correct.
really, it's like a museum. It's like a natural museum you could see in Saudi Arabia.
Fascinating. Fascinating. For our audience, I just want to note that you'll have a chance to ask questions of Salwa as well. Please use the Q&A function in your control panel. A little different from some of the other Zoom meetings you may have attended. So please use Q&A, and I'll be sure that you get your questions to Salwa. I wanted to note, Salwa, that probably a lot of people, or many people in our audience, may have visited Petra, which was the great Nabatean city that
Yes.
perished about 300 of the Common Era, 400, because of an earthquake, finally went down.
Yes.
And that's in Jordan. About 330 miles south of Petra is another former Nabatean stronghold
Yes. Yes. It is.
called Madain Saleh. But I noted in your materials that you call it Al-Hijr, rather
Al-Hajr,
rather than
yeah.
Madain. Would you talk about that a little bit?
We are depend the naming on our science research. In Saudi Arabia, in the universities, from the 50s, they go to study abroad, and they come back by the early 60s and the 70s, and really big number, and different university and research and writing about that. A traveler, the government give them a job to do that, and they document all this one. And the real name is Al-Hijr, and now they address it Al-Hijr, not Madain Saleh. Madain Saleh is a new name. Take this name by some leader, he was there, and the area took his name. Madain, that's mean in Arabic, jinan or hadiqa, but it's not the garden you'd made it, it's natural ones, okay? So that is Madain Saleh. Saleh, the name of the guy. And so there is more than one story about it, but it is not the real name. The real name Al-Hijr. And now the Royal Commission of Al-Ula for Development, they put this name, and this is the tag, Al-Hijr. And really, it is mentioned in our Holy Quran, this area, the name Al-Hijr.
Not far from Al-Hijr is the area of Tabuk, and you visited there not too long ago. Well, too long ago now, it's a different world. It was pre-COVID. In January, you had a group of walkers. And we have a short film that I'd like to roll so that our audience can have a sense of what it looks like to take a walk there.
Use your stick better. في غنم وراك يا ولد ولا ما في؟
Well, that reminds
Yeah, it is.
something.
That's hard.
It's interesting walking. It reminds me a bit of the terrain we traverse in the Sinai Peninsula.
Really?
So the same color and some of the same scrabbly rock that's there.
Yes.
When you take people on tours, you don't spend the whole day walking, do you?
No, we're focusing in our work for heritage culture tours, and we add the walking and the hiking as it's needed in place to place. Like this walk is done. It was in January and also in February. It was with the two different groups, was with the Brazilian and American. And both group, they come for this area because they have an understand for it. The area name, Jabal al-Lawz. Jabal al-Lawz, it is in the middle of Tabuk, and it's mountains named al-Lawz because al-Lawz is the almond, and that's what they found. It's in the old time was the tree of the almond. That's where they find the dry ones. But as you know, Arabian Peninsula getting dry, so people left. But the acidification improved that the name come from there. And this is the area which named Jibal Hisma. This old mountain is chin of Sarawat mountain. Sarawat mountain is about 1,550 kilometers from Aqaba down to Yemen. So you speak about very huge mountain, but in each area, but in each area has different names. So in this location where we was walk, it was Jabal al-Lawz. Some of the people was with us, they believe it is like part of Sinai, as you said, because the mountain, how it look, and in some point in front of the sea, you could see the Sinai mountain other side. There is some boxes even written, they believe it's the new Sinai mountain. They have their own belief. We cannot say yes or no, but for me, from our perspective, our science and our research, they document and they find some ruins, they find some drawing, and this drawing dated by 10,000 years in the mountain, the same as the one in Hayel and in the southeast, all Arabia Peninsula full with these drawing of cows and different things. So this is the Jabal al-Lawz. It's very beautiful. People go to the mountain top in winter because it's becoming like snow, but we walk in the valley. It's very lovely, really, very, very nice to walk and very nice to spend the time there. I wish, inshallah, you will be join us.
It's really great to go all over the world and find that there are dating back 10,000 years.
Yes, it is. It is.
Always wanted to communicate through some kind of.
Yes.
Let me ask you one more question before we go to your presentation, Salwa.
Yes.
In 2016, the Saudi government announced Vision 2030, which is part of it is a declaration to diversify the Saudi economy.
Yes.
So not just dependent on oil.
Yes.
And tourism was noted as part of that diversification of the economy. What impact have you seen from in the implementation of Vision 2030 over the past 4 years?
There is many projects the government start to established. First one is the NEOM, which was in Tabuk, which is the new land, and which is a huge project. As you know, the infrastructure in Saudi Arabia in this big area is not yet established. It was the government was focused in the development last 50 years was the big cities. The ruins area or the urban area wasn't focused as the same now. So we have a huge coast land. It's free, there is no surface enough. So they established NEOM, which is very huge program in Tabuk. and the beach and all that. And our king has a palace there, which is very nice. That's they keep it to be focusing about the areas. And there is another, the project of Royal Commission of Al-Ula. So another project, very huge and strong. And there is another third one on Abha, the mountain, Asir mountain. They call it the High Commission of Suda. Suda is the name of the mountain where I think your group was there walking. I remember when you visited 3 years ago.
The southwest part of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they have a commission there. So there is a big 3 project, and really they start to lead, they start to push forward. But this is not enough. So there is a huge things and responsibility to establish and to take off to upgrade the surface of the tourism. Really, it would take time. But I could see the awareness of the Saudi start to be there. The awareness for the business and for the government, how to push the what you call them, make it the law, the system, the money fund, and the boxes to support the leadership, that support the young generation to go on this business and any things with the tourism, really there. But as people awareness is still limit, we need to push more, and that's what they did. During this quarantine of Corona, they have 2 programs and they success. The first program was summer in Saudi. That's because people cannot travel outside, as you know, and the Saudi is very good spend money in the traveling. I think we make good money, not me, I mean the tourism. So the hotel was very occupied in Abha, in Taif, in all these places. The people make good work. Of course, there's some complaint of services, the quality in some places, but at least they run. And up to date, you find people go to the south to Farsan, go to the north to other island, to mountain, and they discover, and they said, oh, we have something. They start to speak about it, and it's there. But I think we need time.
Yeah. And there's time. And there's time. If there's
yeah, there is.
So I'd like you to share your presentation with us now, if you will.
Thank you, I will.
Questions for you when you're.
Okay. Here my lovely sand dunes, which is the blue sky and the orange color of the sand. I love it. This is which give me peace and really keep me feel relaxed, just to remember this nice photo of the sand and the blue sky. That's why I am happy to say I'm the what you call desert daughter. And the other one, there is the Al-Hijr, which we call it Al-Hijr. And this is the very famous tomb. It is Al-Qasr Al-Farid or Al-Farid. It's very beautiful to see how it's curved and prepared, but not yet finished also, as they said. All the photos with that. The other one where I'm standing here, this is Edge of the World. This is very nice cliff, like they give it name Saudi Canyon, like the American Canyon. Most of the expat community in Saudi Arabia, they love it and becoming very popular. It's give a good work for the people and good business for everyone. But that driving there is not easy, very tough, but they do. Still, we need to have more like safari cars and all that. But slowly, as this is very critical investment sector. That's one what I would like to share with you. We see these cows drawing. That's why our group was walking in last January and February in Jabal al-Lawz. It's something old, something 10,000 years ago. And left side, they said this is the 12 pillars, and up this is the Jethro caves, but the area named Jethro or Magha'ir Shu'aib, it is Al-Bid'a, the next or the back of Al-Batra in Jordan. This is really just you walk through the desert. And Neom, now they established to open the border between the desert of Al-Bitra, that's the desert, and Al-Bid'a, where this Jethro cave. And really Jabal al-Lawz is one of the important area and very beautiful, really, the sand dunes and mountain. You could make hiking, walking, all. You don't really count the time or the hours. This is also one of the lovely photos for the Jabal al-Lawz and this chin of mountain. This is Tayyib Ism. Tayyib Ism also one valley. So between these mountains, it's a granite mountain. You could walk about 6 kilometers, and then you find self on the front of the Aqaba, the sea in front of you, direct the Sinai, the other side of Egypt. So this is one of the marvelous setting. This is all the time the people sitting here, picnic, walking, very nice to see. Stay there. This is Ain Musa, and they believe in Musa and all this place. So you find Ain Musa and you find everything with Musa. Very beautiful, small garden with the spring water, natural spring water. And it is have water from 100 years ago. It is a station for pilgrim. As we know from our traveler and the science people, and which is ETs, this is a magna. And this Maqna, the name of this small oasis, it is a station for pilgrims. The pilgrims coming from Egypt. And this is from thousand years ago.
Let me
Maybe
just interject here. So, because Musa in Arabic is Moses in English.
Moses, yeah, exactly, yeah. This is the one where is palm tree, and that's they call Ain Musa. It's local name, and the location is very beautiful, very high, and you could see the other side, the mountain Sinai, the Egyptian side, and the Aqaba, the water. Really very beautiful area and nice stop for our two groups. So the Tabuk is rich of things to see when you visit. And that's what they call Tayyib Ism Oasis, Magna Oasis, Mountain Sinai. But it is Jabal al-Lawz. It is document, it's naming us. We just deliver it for our people and guests as Jabal al-Lawz, not Mountain Sinai. But I want to share with you what we have with our guests as we give service for our guests. Yeah, why I want people to come to my country to share the things I'm very proud about it. The culture, my lovely people, the kind people. This is why I grow with them, my father, mother, my whole family. I learn in this house how to welcoming people to sit and spend time with us. Either relative, either guests coming to visit here or there. We don't have before hotels. So you go to a relative, you go to some people you know, or you go to the mosque where there is a room for the al-ghuraba, dar al-ghuraba, the people who come to visit. So don't have any place, they go to the mosque. And the people give them food and help. My family house was open for all the people coming from Qasim when we was living in Dammam, or we was in Riyadh, they come to visit. That's what I grow. So I would like to share with you. In this photo, you see different things. You will see this white, it is the salt. This is very small, tiny city out of Riyadh, about 1.5 hour driving, and this is salt. This is very good quality of salt. The salt from spring water from million years ago when this area was a sea. So this is very good quality of real nice. We call it a farm of salt. And the next one, you could see this is very nice heritage mud house in our tour. We stopped to find this is right side. This is one of the lovely springtime tour. It is the roses in Taif in the mountain near to Jeddah, about 1 hour from Mecca. And that is the Sheikh Hamad bin Muhammad al-Sharqi, the crown prince of Al-Fujairah, was with us. And I asked his Highness, I said, why you come to Taif for the roses season? He said, when I was kids, my mom put for us the perfume of the oil, roses oil. And when I hear that you have this festival and this activity, I want to come and see. And he come by his own jet. And I was very lucky to guide him for 2 days, all inside Taif, in the farm, on the factory. So it was really great honor. The one down, this is the wall in Dir'iyah. This is in Riyadh, and this is a Japanese school. And we took this student to walk on the valley, then we go up to the mount, to a little bit this mountain, and this is the Dir'iyah wall. This wall was really safe and protect Dir'iyah when they was attacked by the Ottoman Empire about 200 years ago. And really, we like to focus with all our work with connected culture, heritage, activities, and I hope we success in that. This is my lovely photos. Just recently, I was take it last 2 weeks. In the small cherry you see, this is coffee beans. This is Kholani coffee beans, the قهوة الخولاني العربية. It is on the south of Saudi Arabia in the mountain in Jizan, exactly like you go near to the border with Yemen. And these mountains, very beautiful. You could see this stone village, the tower, and this is watchtower and the houses. And this is the farmer, Uncle Jubran, Al-Am Jubran, and this is the coffee beans. You know, amazing place to see. In the same region, which is Jizan, right side, you could find the sea, where is the Farasan, and multicultural in one area. So really, if you want the pure natural land, it's there. It's Saudi Arabia, my lovely country. That's why I want to share with you. These lovely camel and the valley open, also one of beautiful things to see. And now we have a special what's called festival for the camels every year. They run it, of course, with this year's not work, but really it was established 15 years ago. And there is a lot of not a good number or activities or things to share as culture, especially these camels, very beautiful if you see them. It's Arabian camels, the mouth, the stand, the body of these camels really is different than the camel of African, it's different than the camel from Asia and the two hubs. So beautiful, beautiful one, how they walk together as a group, and hope inshallah you will see it one day. Saudi Arabia, it's really a land of adventure. If you want hiking in the mountain by ropes, if you want paragliding, whatever it is, it's there, can be done. And really, we have established many of the sport activities. There is the what you call the car race. You could now this is the second year going to be for Rally Dakar. It's going to be in the January. And also they have the Formula E in Diriyah, the sea activities. And if you want diving, beautiful to see the corals in the Red Sea from north of Aqaba down to Yemen, where is the biggest, down to Jizan. The biggest island, it is Farasan. This beautiful decoration of this house, it is in Farasan, Rifa'i house. One really of the lovely architect designs you could see. And yes, I believe there is a lot of things to see and to do as adventure activities. And here, culture of Saudi Arabia is different type. As I mentioned before, the other photo, we was in high mountain and we collect coffee beans. In the summer, August, July, we would like really to welcoming you also in Saudi Arabia to taste the fresh dates in Qasim and to be under this lovely palm trees, the lovely, we call it the princess, the desert princess. It is the palm tree. And enjoy some activities on the festival of dates festival. So you could find a lot of few things to do as the sharing culture. The building type or the architect type is different. If you are in the middle of desert, you will see these mud houses with the decoration, the white, two colors. We are very simple, not too much of coloring. If you go to mountain, right side in Abha and Suda, or the south, you find more colorful. They use the natural color. They use the stone for their houses. So the different art really give you different taste of the tours, or if you're traveling or visiting. The camels, if you see it, is very beautiful. This is one of my favorite memory I did in the time of 2016. I was guiding a caravan of camels within the 8 ladies. We crossed 60 kilometers from Magna. It's out of Hayel, and we ride the camel for 60 kilometers overnight up to Jubba. And we did that because we want to be ended in Jubba, where there's the script, the Tamudic script, and following the path of Bint, the British lady. She came to buy Arabian horses 200 years ago from Hayel. And really it was very success too, and we enjoy it. Al-Ula, I believe it's the icon antiquities of Saudi Arabia. It's very beautiful. I wish you have the time to see. With different names, everybody has his own name, like this is the Elephant Rock or Mammoth Rock, the Al-Farid, and this is one of our great group. It is ExxonMobil company and our team there. It's listed as a heritage, World Heritage Site. Al-Hassa, in the middle of the desert, near to the East Province. It's floating in oil and water and the palm trees. And it is the biggest oasis, palm tree oasis counted and in the, I think, Genesis book. Gara Cave, another adventure. If you walk between these mountains, as you like walking on the mountain under the water. And people use it in the summer to feel more cooling, in the winter to feel more warm. Now these days they make some activity and they open some restaurants and help to be engaged with the people with nice services. And here, this is Hayel Jubba. I'm going next week. I hope you join me. Hayel Jubba is also a World Heritage Site. They have two places signed. It is Jubba and Shwemis, and it's full with script. Something really you spend a whole day walking, relaxing, just feel the peace, the beautiful sand dunes of Al-Nufud Al-Kabir and this small oasis Jubba or Shwemis in the middle of the desert. At the end, really, I would like to see you one day to share these lovely activities and welcoming you in Saudi Arabia. I hope I tell you something and share with you part of my lovely country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we have a question. One question is to please share with us a surprising situation that you've experienced with walks.
It surprised me sometimes that the place you go all the time for it, and you find the people like the edge of the world. Let me tell you about edge of the world. Edge of the world, it is a valley outside of Riyadh, about 1.5 hours drive there. And for the expect people, they find it edge of the world, the Great Canyon. For us, Saudi, we find it a nice, peaceful place under the acacia tree. We enjoy all the time picnic. So what's surprising me that they find the end of the valley where the cliff is more attraction for them. For us, we like to sit under the trees, live in the life, relax. So that really surprised how the people understand the location. You see, that's really, I told them, look, we live in the life, not the end. You go to the end because for us it's fair. So this is one of something keep me surprised. And you know, another thing surprised me also, or keep me really, the Camel Festival. Camel Festival established more than 10 years ago, and we start to go there 2014, no, 12. And when we did that trip, we just announced 5:00 p.m. Thursday. Next morning, before 12 p.m., we received 35 people sign up to the trip. So I was surprised how the people really want to see the camel. In the time, the community or the tourism or the other not put it in the agenda, that it is something people want to see and to share. So we learn from a people, they ask, we learn, especially for me, I learn how really to understand the guest or the community that the people want to see or to know more about that. So we run 2 buses, go at the same time to the Camel Festival. One of the best experience for me. We drive 3 hours out of Riyadh to catch up the walk of the camels at 7 a.m. So we depart 4 a.m. morning, and they come. Everybody come.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking about learning, we have a couple of audience members who are interested on how it works for women to travel in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. The people they're traveling all around, women with family, with the husband, with kids, whatever. They travel abroad and inside, but inside the country in the beginning was little bit not very always. But when I start my business, it start to be acceptable as traveling, as everything is more flexible, flights, things like that, and. I work gradually. The beginning, I do the Riyadh city tour. Then I do something 1 hour and a half out of Riyadh. Then slowly to go out. I go with my family. But now, mashallah, you find Saudi all travel everywhere. They drive from north to the south and it start to be accepted.
And what about for women internationals who are coming in now to visit?
Yeah. The question here was local or international. The work we did, they was international, the photo you see, because tourist international visa, they start to come last October and stopped in March. So we don't have a big number, but we built our business 11 years ago on the community who live in Saudi Arabia. Expat community was living in Saudi Arabia who has a job or they come for a conference or they visiting somebody or whatever. So that is the people who come and use our services. The tourist visa open only for October. It's about 5 months. Then it stopped. Up to date, it's closed as quarantine. You know. But they will open slowly. We depend on that. But as you said, Saudi Arabia is a country or Arab country for hospitality and heritage and culture and something like working for this. I believe we would like to really to share with people understood this culture, not fun only. It's really more than it's only fun. It's to entertain yourself with culture more. It's not a resort on the beach, Saudi Arabia. You will not, it's not yet established this resort on the beach. So who will come within this 10 years would come really for the culture, to find out the culture. We can.
So the culture has been changing shui, little by little.
Yeah.
Women, for example, in 2018 were permitted to drive.
Yes.
I don't know if you drive or if you.
Yes, I drive. Yes, I get my license. I get my license last year. I drive, but I drive very slowly inside the Riyadh between my office and my house.
We have a question here about, what are your thoughts about what's happening for women in general?
They are good. We are in very good situation. The media give you wrong information about us. Look, Saudi women, they live very beautiful life. They enjoy it. To have a driving license, this is good, but give you more responsibility because then you have to read out from the driver and all that, which is good to save some money and more organized. But it's really more things will get loaded. The media puts Saudi women in a frame and just women. No, we are very enjoyable life. Even the expat community live with us. They enjoy themselves life here. Really, we have a big privacy, nice life as a woman, activities, traveling, what's called events, everything is like that, which is.
And you can be a professional with full self-expression. My mother taught in Saudi Arabia in the 1980s. And
really?
At King Khalid University.
Yeah.
Said that these were very, very talented and self-assured young women who were going to be studying medicine and they were going to be studying other professions. And that always surprised the people that she told as far back as the 1980s that they had those opportunities. But I don't know how universal that may be.
And 80s, look, there is some issue happening in Arab country. I don't want to speak about it, part of out of the politics, I don't like it. But look, I am a life example. When I go to this part of work, which is a man job, the tour operator or tour guide, I put myself there with the full respect of my culture, my values, and my career. And I'm here. I have a good success experience. Nobody stopped me because I'm following the system, the law, respecting all that together. So alhamdulillah, I'm now really sharing and proud to just tell all the Saudi leaders, be there in the market. Just put your step, not only show off. No, this is a hard work. You have to be work hard. But nobody could stop you if you really work like that. So women in a very good case, we are fine. The media really bad image, and they just focus women, win. The other women, I think in other countries, maybe they have worse case than Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
But they don't focus on that, focus on one side. Yeah.
Shway again, slowly as Saudi women
We are fine.
journalists. As Saudi women become journalists and begin to be the voice for their nation, there may be a we tend to see that happen. We have a number of questions, Salwa, here about when is the best time to come and hike or walk in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, Saudi Arabia is really winter time tour package, winter. So from October up to March, this is the time you visit Saudi Arabia. And early March also, okay. Not summer. Summer is very, very hot and humid, so we don't recommend,
And how long do you take people on tours? How long do you recommend people visit?
But there is some people now, they took a package for 40 days. Some adventure people, yes, we receive them, but not with Hyatt Tour, with another agency. For Hyatt Tour, the maximum things we do 1 week. We don't receive requests, but some traveler, they like, these traveler who go around the world, they like to do more, to see everything.
Right.
And they are here. But with us, we do 5 days, 6 nights, something like that. We have packages for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, but up to date, we don't receive people use it. We're focusing as a challenge for us, we'd like to focus with 1 day tour, because you are outside of the city just to walk to something that you refresh yourself, come back to your home with another energy, inspiring yourself what you see, and that's what I was focusing.
We have a question here that is, if you've made your Umrah, if you've made an off-season Hajj, can you easily go visit some of the UNESCO heritage sites? If
Yes,
not the Umrah?
This is the new things they did. If you issue for Umrah visa, then you are allowed to go to visit any place in Saudi Arabia. Before, 1 year ago, they are not allowed, but that is the change of the Saudi system. That is really the government when they improve the services. So they give the right for all the people who come with Umrah visa to just make the Umrah for 1 week or 3 days, then you can go anywhere in Saudi Arabia.
All right. We have a couple other questions about visas, actually. For example, if you the Petra, Nabatean places there, can you then come down to Saudi Arabia to visit Al-Hajj, for example?
Al-Hajj, You mean if you have visa to Saudi or Jordan? I don't see that.
How could a person do both? You have to get 2 separate visas?
For Jordan, we don't. No, you have to have from the Jordan, and Saudi from the Saudi. No,
Okay.
not yet. Corporate, no corporate with us. Not
Just
yet.
checking on that.
But I think in the future, they work, as I understand, they work on the border to develop the border offices. They have big project to improve in Aqaba, and in Al-Bid', there is another border in the desert. It was closed. What is the name? Alagan village. And Alagan, that's mean hang. It's hang up. I've been there. Very beautiful sand dunes. It is from Wadi Ram, behind of Wadi Ram, the same border. So now this will open. I believe future have a lot of facility, easy procedure for the visa. That's what I think.
We have a question, which is, can you go to Saudi Arabia as a tourist if you have an Israeli visa stamped in your passport?
I believe not issued more now. They don't focus with that. It's depend that you are your passport is not Israeli because you don't have a relation with them.
Okay.
Yeah, but like you now, you are have an American passport, whatever is stamped there. It's, I think they are more relaxed in this.
Okay, so that the traveler needs to check for him or herself. Make sure that your passport is valid, a valid American.
Yes. The same procedure and very easy, the system. You just go to the Saudi tours visa and very beautiful, very easy procedure, 3 procedure and you get your visa. And when you arrive, you have to be from the country listed for Saudi Arabia, even though you will not take the visa if you are not listed in the website. So if you are American, they don't ask you about copy.
Okay, well, great. Okay, that answers a lot of the questions we have on women, on visas, on the time of season to come. I was curious, you mentioned Jabal Loz, and you called it also Mount Sinai.
Yeah, they called it, not me. My guest, I respect my guest. The guest who came with me, the American and Brazilian, they give me a book, Mountain Sinai, a new Mountain Sinai. So okay, with full respect, you think that, not me? Yeah. Yeah, they have stories about it, and they have big
So there's an
information.
alternative theory about where
Yeah, they have theory about it.
led the people. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. My question, and I've been 7 times to Saudi Arabia. I've reported the Hajj 3 times. I visited and you on one of my journeys there in 20. How should women, for our other folks here, how should women dress when they come and visit Saudi Arabia? Are women required to cover their hair?
This information, you can find it the same place you apply for visa. They make it in very good display. The dress wear and everything, and also in Foreign Affairs Ministry, you can find it. So there is no mention of wear abaya, but there is a describe for the respectful dress. But you can find, yeah, exactly. But there is, they don't write abaya. They don't write abaya. It's becoming people say abaya. But on the website of Foreign Affairs, if you open it, it's not written there. If you open the website to apply for tourist visa, you could see how they draw the dress, how to dress, but they don't mention abaya.
Okay, and abaya is the word for a headscarf or a full cloak that covers.
It's respected. Look, we appreciate anybody respect our public feeling. We don't like to see cut here or without, these ones, we don't like to see it really. But it's there. Sometimes you see people don't care about it, but which is not accepted. Now they have a law for the, what you call the الذوق العام. They put a law for the unrespectable dress. Like if you go by pajama outside, I could call the police and stop you or put you a ticket. Yeah, they put this law, which is very good.
In my town either.
I let you something. I will tell you something, my friend. I was in Farastan Island on the National Day celebration for 3 days with a group. And in the restaurant of the hotel, there's one nice lady. They are expat community. She's not tourist from abroad. And she come to eat with her swimming suit with very light blouse. And then I stopped and I told her, please, this is not accept. Even you are on the sea and this hotel on the beach, but there is a law and we have really to take care. We just start our life and our open for country. And she could change. Yeah. I don't stop people don't wear abaya, but really she was hurt my feeling to my culture to see a swimming suit with very light blouse and up the knee. But the hotel themselves, they don't say anything. People still very nice, but we don't want to be able to be gap. We have to be taking care of what we achieve. We have to be taking care what our government wants us to be there. And don't allow the others to come to destroy that. I don't want really people to come to destroy that values, that's, nice, great things, respecting other people, what's called culture.
So something that everybody around the planet is dealing with right now is the COVID pandemic.
Mhm.
How do you deal with that as a tour operator, and how is that dealt with in Riyadh, where you live?
Yeah, really, it's very hard time. We pass 6 months, we don't do nothing. And slowly, we start to be open up for higher tours. And for me, I don't start work until mid of August. And I started with Qasim in the date festival, which is the temperature very hot. So all the virus is killed.
So you
And we don't.
did have tours then this summer.
Yeah, we start the last trip we did. It was 10 of March. Then we what's called shut down up to the middle of August. So middle of August, the first group I guide, we was 20 person. We don't accept more than 20 in the bus. So we have a space. People put the mask. People is very good in here. Really respect the rules. They're taking care. We don't go to many of crowd places. We try to go to more open area. And that's the good with Saudi Arabia, very big and everything is open. And that's what we focus in our tours. We just open area, not restaurants, close things. So we start from the middle of August, and alhamdulillah, up to today we work, and every week we have 2-3 tours. Depend how some group 5 or 10, sometimes 12, it depends. And most people, they request for private, which is good, private for them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's slowly starts work.
And there are people who live in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia right now. They're not internationals coming in.
The population of Saudi Arabia is 34 million people population, and you could see this number. Not all of them go abroad. Within quarantine, they are here, and they start to do the tour here and there. And the expat community, they are allowed to travel. I see some of our members, they go to Egypt and go here and there, but Saudi not allowed to go outside. This is one of the corona positive things in Saudi, that Saudi, they are spending some money touring inside the country. We are really thankful for corona.
It's a bit of a trend to do that.
So, I tell you something, my friend. I get corona with my family. So I was very tired for 3 weeks in the June and the end of June. So in July, the mid of July, I go a tour with my husband and 2 of my friends. So this is my first time my husband joined me. So corona has a great things do for all of us. So we do a 1 week tour. We drive through the mountain for 5 days. Then we go 2 days to the beach. From Taif to Taif, so make a circle in the Sarawat mountain. So I'm lucky with the corona, my husband joined me to this tour.
The silver lining.
Yeah, recovery tour.
Recovery tour. Well, I want to put your website in the chat box so that people can have a chance to connect with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So if you go to chat, you can see Haya Tour, HAYA tour.com. In the chat box also at this time, you will see the PDF of Abraham Path Initiative's 2019 annual report, which lets you know what we got done in 2019 and the various adventures and opportunities that we embarked upon, including in 2018's annual report, we had a report on our work in Saudi Arabia. This year, it's our work in the Kurdish region of northern Iraq. And I want to mention that API, Abraham Path Initiative, is a not-for-profit organization, and we survive with grants, and we've won some wonderful grants to expand cultural heritage preservation work, but we also rely on our friends for donations. And if you will make a donation as a result of attending this workshop, this webinar, excuse me, today, we'll send you this new release by the chairman of the Abraham Path Initiative, Dr. Josh Weiss. It is The Real World Negotiations. And this came out this summer. It's a hard copy book. If you're in the States, we'll send you the hard copy. If you're abroad, we will send you a Kindle version. And we would welcome your support for our work, because that allows us to continue this webinar series and have such fascinating people as Salwa, Hamad Qunaibet on our program.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And just to be on the lookout, I want to invite people to know that we have started a webinar live streaming series, and that appears on YouTube. And Salwa did a live stream for us just last week. And we're going to conclude our webinar today by sharing that live stream with you, where Salwa is out at a camel caravan site outside Riyadh, and she gives us a bit of a live tour while we're there. There's another live stream coming up from outside Erbil in Iraq, in the Kurdish region of northern Iraq, from API fellow Leon McCarran, and that will be on Friday at 12 noon on our YouTube channel. And I'm hoping that that address will show up in the chat box for you as well. Yeah, so do you have any closing remarks? So,
Yes. I would like to say thank you for the time, and thank you for the, you put the video, or what you asked me?
We'll put the video after you finish your comments.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you. I hope you really enjoy your time with us, and I'm waiting to welcoming you in Saudi Arabia. We are here, and really we want to share with you a lot of lovely things in Saudi Arabia. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. Thank you very much.
And we thank you, Salwa, and we thank all of you for joining us today. I'm Anisa Mehdi on behalf of everyone here at the Abraham Path Initiative. We look forward to seeing you again.
I'm here, Salwa, talking to you today. I'm welcoming you to join our nice walking tour today in southwest of Riyadh. See this very beautiful area. And this is me, and this is our lovely group. You could see them all around. So this is ancient camel track, is known from not 100,000 years ago, carry all the products and goods from north to the south. It's all these goods coming from Mecca, Jerusalem. It's go down to the south, to Al-Faw Kingdom, to Yemen, through the Al-Yamama or Riyadh Gate. As you see, this is a very beautiful mountain, and that's what we name it, the Twake Mountain. Twake Mountain is the highest 1,700 meters above sea level, not this one, from different places. And it was used for all these years, carrying people and their goods. I would like to change the screen so you could see what I'm talking about. You could have a look now to see this is our team. Here's Faisal. Say hello, Sultan. Hello. Sultan and Faisal from King Saud University, part of Hayatur team, and they join us today to guide our group. Here is the track or the road, and just imagine it was camel caravan. Horses, donkey carry all these goods and products from all around places. North, as I told you, the main stop or main city was Mecca. And of course, this was coming from north, where it's Damascus or Jerusalem or all that. So this is the mountain, and that's where the people come walking back again. Landscaping is very beautiful. The valley is very, very nice to spend time. Here's like a mosque. People use it for prayer when they up and down. The small community here, what you see is calling Qsur al-Muqbil. Qsur al-Muqbil, small village, welcoming all these caravans or these people who want to go to Riyadh. Before, it wasn't named Riyadh. It was Al-Yamama. Al-Yamama was the area. Riyadh is a recent new name, but the historical name is Yamama. I hope you see something different today with us. Just beautiful, nice place. Now this track is used by the people and maintained by the government and local municipality to be open, and people coming in the weekend, weekdays, early morning, afternoon to walk and enjoy gathering, sitting, enjoy connecting and have fun, enjoy coffee, dinner, whatever, but really it's very beautiful. The nice scene, it's the sunset time. So we come early to walk down and up, and then we'll have our sitting to see the sunset, which is amazing here. I hope I introduced part of my lovely country, and really I wish to welcoming all of you again in Saudi Arabia with me, Salwa from Hayato. Thank you for this time, and goodbye.